stage. I can't go on stage right now. I have to tinkle. Just announce somebody else.
Okay. Roll the other clip.
Are you ready for the most average night of your life? She is significantly less famous than Miranda. Boring, embarrassing, basic, forgettable. Push her hands together for this girl.
That I'm having a little boy. So there's a tiny little penis in there. I know I said that. Are there kids here? Sorry. You know, pregnancy is the most magical, beautiful, wonderful thing in the entire world for everyone who isn't pregnant. I am so miserable. I am nauseous, I'm throwing up. You are welcome for this because otherwise this would be the splash zone. I am so sick, I'm moody, I'm constipated. And you know what, I have been to the doctor. I've seen this little kid, he's down here. So then what's all this? A lot of people will come up and rub my tummy and they're like, oh, how sweet a little baby. And I'm like, that's not a baby, I haven't pooped in 2 weeks. But keep rubbing, it might help. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so excited for this little boy. I'm so excited to have him. But I want to admit something to you guys. I'm really nervous. I'm so nervous to have him. And I'm not nervous for the reasons you guys might think. I'm not nervous because I have to go through childbirth and everything is going to rip. I'm not nervous because I'm going to have a little human that I have to take care of. I'm nervous because this little kid is going to have my genes and I looked like this when I was a baby. That's my face. Oh, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, well, everyone takes a bad picture. Like, it's just one bad picture. No, I was a very ugly baby. This is also me as a baby. And this is me as a baby. And my personal favorite, this is me as a baby. I was disgusting looking. And you know what? I also don't want to hear from you guys. I don't want to hear, oh, well, it gets better. You grow out of it. That's your awkward phase. You must be forgetting that this is who I am for a living. So no, you don't grow out of it. If this kid looks anything like me when he comes out, I'm going to be like, put him back. Just kidding. I love him no matter what. You know what? This kid has to get used to the hate, though. You know, I'm being kind of hateful towards myself and how ugly I was. But he needs to get used to it because his mother is the most hated-on person in the world. You know, on the internet, I get so much hate. I have a question. Are there any parents here tonight? Hey! You guys hate me the most. Thanks for coming. I get so much hate from parents. I love you, but I do. And parents like to tell me in person how much they don't like me. One of the #1 things I get told by mothers when they meet me is, I don't know why my kid likes you. Thanks. I'll never forget this one time a girl came up to me at a mall. She was so excited. She watched my videos. I was so excited to meet her. But her mom was standing like 2 feet from us, and she looked pissed. So I went up to her and I introduced myself, and she was like, oh, I know who you are. If I have to hear your voice in my house one more time, I swear to God. And I was like, thank you. But don't worry, parents aren't the worst. That's not the worst hate that I get. The worst hate that I get is actually from the Hollywood industry. They hate me. They hate all YouTubers. So every time I have to do an interview with someone in Hollywood, I'm always terrified. And this one time I had an interview with a guy who was so rude. At the end of the interview, he says, all right, I have one final question for you. I interview a lot of comedians. Is there a reason why they're funny and you're not? True story. He said that to me. And in my head, I was like, well, is there a reason why you're a dick? But I didn't say that. I didn't say that because there are kids here. he said, "Is there a reason why comedians are funny and you're not?" I said, "Thank you." So that's how I respond to hate and confrontation. It makes me very uncomfortable. But I'm a little bit better at responding to it when I can hide behind my camera and write songs. So I write songs about the hate mail that I get, and I want to sing one for you guys right now, if that's cool. I'm so glad you said yes, because I would have done it anyway, even if you didn't want it. So this song that I wrote, I actually technically didn't write it. The haters wrote it, because all of the lyrics to this song are hate comments that I have received. So you're gonna hear a lot of, sorry, this is not ladylike, but I need to pull this up, so. There, hey, got a ukulele in my legs. All the lyrics to this song are hate comments, so there is gonna be some crude language, some bad words. So to all the mothers that I'm about to offend, thank you. Why are you a YouTuber? I'm not a hater, I just hate your face and your voice. You look uglier than my ass. No offense. Does she have cancer? Because I don't make fun of her if she does. She's so effing annoying. Your cloths are so ugly, maybe you need to go into a model class. Your cloths look like pajamas. You don't know what you're wearing. You look good to you, you look bad to me. Roses are red, violets are blue, corn in the town, really melt on you. Her face is so red, I'm so sad. Nice funky boy, boy. Hey, tall, kind of stupid. I hacked to you with a passion, that's up. Always scared me, she nets her makeup, she has a you-to-boo. I'm pretty sure her vagina smells like cat food. Thank you. You might think that I'm hurt, or I'm feeling abused, but I'm not. I'm getting paid from your comments and views. So keep the comments coming, but here's some help before you go insulting people. Maybe learn how to spell. Dum da dum, dum da dum. You sound so dumb, dumb, dumb. You sound so dumb. Clean boundaries, collarbones are pissing me off. I don't know why I hate them so much. They're 8-year-olds. Much of this. She looks fat, but still pretty. I think she might be a dude. You remind me of a raisin because you have wrinkles and everyone hates you. You look like Miranda, you look like Miranda. Are you Miranda? Are you Amanda? Are you Miranda? Are you Miranda Sings? No offense. You know, I'm not a marinade, so, and I'm taken. You might think that I'm hurt or I'm feeling abused, but I'm not. I'm getting paid from your comments and views. So keep the comments coming, but here's some help before you go insulting people. Maybe learn how to spell. Dum da dum, dum da dum. You sound so dumb, dum dum. You sound so dumb. Everybody, dum da dum, dum da dum. You sound so dumb, dum dum. You sound so dumb. One more time, dum da dum, dum da dum. You sound so dumb, dum dum. You sound so dumb. Thank you so much. Okay, you know what? Great, I'm not bending over, I'm pregnant. Can stay there. So I don't just get hate comments, I actually get hate videos too. And there are some people online who like to make videos about how much they hate me, and they're incredible. So I want to share them with you guys, because they're some of my favorite videos on the internet. These are real people, these are real videos that I found. And so the first one I want to share with you is a girl who doesn't have too much to say. She's a woman of few words, but what she does have to say is very important, so please, listen closely.
I hate you, Miranda Sings.
Terrifying. So, the next video is a little girl. She's very cute, but do not let that fool you. She's evil and she threatens me. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, it's Sky, and I don't really care if I get any haters, but I hate Miranda Sings. And like, I'm not kidding, I hate her. This will once be your face, Miranda.
I love that she threatens a rainbow sticker on her hand. All right, so the next video I want to share with you is actually my favorite video on the internet. I think it is so incredible. And you'll find out why very shortly. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna say something about Miranda Sings. She's stupid. Miranda Sings, if you're watching this right now, I don't care. And Miranda, if you're like, I don't care about you. Don't even say a word to me. Don't say anything. I don't care. If you guys can read that, I hate Miranda Sings. I do.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna pause it because I want you guys to watch closely. You're about to find out why this is the best video on the internet. This little girl's talking about how much she hates me, and now she's gonna turn that piece of paper around and read to us what's on the other side. Let's take a look.
So, I promise to stop bullying. I can help, I can make a change, I will stand up for what is right, and the bullying will begin with me. So, if you guys would like to stop bullying things, please do so. I will give you this one more time.
Oh, it's so good. So, that's the kind of hate that I get on the internet, which is lovely. And you know, obviously most of the time I'm able to just laugh it off and let it roll off my shoulders, but every once in a while it gets to me. And it's something someone says just really hurts my feelings, and that happened to me recently. So I did something that I know you all have done in your life to make you feel better, at least once, and I Googled myself. I thought if I Googled myself, I'd feel better about myself after seeing all the cool things pop up that I've been able to do in my life because of you guys, and I'd feel better. That's not what happened though. What happened was, I noticed these words in bold in Google. These are the most frequently searched thing when you type in my name. So I thought I would play with this, and I typed in, is Colleen Ballinger? Because I was so eager to find out what the most frequently searched thing would be if you typed in, is Colleen Ballinger? Well, it was dead. So that did not make me feel better, so I tried something else. I typed in, did Colleen Ballinger? And the most frequently searched thing on Google when you type in, did Colleen Ballinger, is die. So that did not make me feel better. So I tried something else. I tried something a little bit more obscure. I tried, where was Colleen Ballinger? Thinking there is no way that this could be about me dying. Well, I was wrong, because it was buried. So thanks for all the nice Google searches. Thank you. So you know what? I did not feel better after I Google searched myself the other day. However, I did feel better after I journaled. I've always journaled. I've always kept a diary my whole life. And that's actually what inspired my new book, my diary that just came out. Oh, Samantha, thank you! That's amazing. Thanks for getting the book. So that is Miranda's diary. It's all of Miranda's diaries duct taped together is what the new book is. But it was inspired by my personal diaries growing up because I was extremely dramatic. So I want to show you guys a page from this book. This page is very dramatic, and this is Miranda's feelings on Valentine's Day, okay? But what you don't know is that this is actually a page from my diary as a kid that I ripped out and taped into the Miranda diary because I thought it was so funny. So I want to read you guys some of my diary entries. All right, so I did a lot of collages. I did a lot of pictures and stuff. So I want to show you my favorite drawings in one of my diaries. Here we go. So it says, what's wrong with me? And that's me right there on the bottom. And I am on the road to nowhere. I was a very dramatic little kid. Now I want you guys to get a picture in your mind of what I looked like when I was writing these entries. So this is me when I'm reading to you from these diary entries. This is the girl that is very dramatic. So I'm gonna read you one of my favorite diary entries about the time I was like a preteen about to go through some puberty. So here we go. Dear Marcia, oh, by the way, I never called my diary diary. I always gave it a name, so I guess that made me feel like I had a friend. So we have, Dear Marcia, I don't write because I have been very busy. I most likely will only write when I am having problems or puberty, or I'm just bored from now on, so don't expect many letters. Good night, love, Colleen. Well, I did write to my diary when I started going through puberty, and this is what I wrote. Personal note, my boobs are popping out and they are killing me! And I drew a picture to go with it. which is amazing. Just in case you didn't know what that looks like. Ow! So, as I went through puberty, I wrote a lot in my diary, so it was hard to pick a page to read to you from, but here's one of my favorites. Hate times a million. This is my feelings towards life. Lava lamps are really cool. Colleen Ballinger. This is real. So there's tons of really funny entries like these in my diaries. But when I was trying to pick out pages to read to you guys tonight, I found an old diary that I just couldn't resist reading to you from, and it's called The Poop Diary. And unfortunately, it is exactly what it sounds like. My mother is so sweet, and she wanted to bond with her girls, so she was like, how can I do this? And I know, I'll put a diary in the bathroom by the toilet, so that whenever we're doing that, we can write to each other. She thought this would make us bond and get closer, and we'd open up to her about things. This was her great idea, and it backfired terribly. When you write to kids and they're writing to you in the bathroom, well, you can only assume what would happen. So I'm going to show you some pages from the Poop Diary. My mom starts it off with, how is choir going? She's hoping I'll open up to her about choir. And I said, fine, I have diarrhea again. Every time I eat cheese, I have arrow 2, diarrhea. This is real. Okay. So my mom didn't give up. She knew that this diary in the bathroom would make us close. So I'm going to read you another page from this diary. I started this time and I said, that turkey stuff you made for your diet dinner smelled better than it tastes. And my mother said, yes, it did. And then I responded, I have diarrhea. So, my mom's idea backfired. But you know what, my mom and I are really close now, so maybe it did work. I highly recommend a poop diary to all the mothers out here tonight. Try it out. My mom still has it, by the way. I am 31 years old, and every time I go home, there's a note by the toilet seat. And while I'm in there, I always read, it's like, hi, sweetie, I love you so much. I'm so happy you're home. And I'm like, I know what you were doing when you wrote that. Anyway, speaking of diarrhea, I bet you guys are all really excited to see Miranda. Yeah, well, let me see if she's ready. She's not, so I'm going to do another song. Maybe if I sing this, Miranda will come out to play. You know, I've been doing this song for 10 years, and when I was writing this show, I was like, you know, I just can't part with this one. This is my last tour for a while, because I'm going to have this thing, like, pooping all over me for a while. So, speaking of diarrhea, okay, moving on. This is Defying Gravity. Okay, bye.
Too late to go back to
you were coming to the Miranda Sings show, but Miranda Sings is no more. Miranda Sings is dead. She's gone. Hasta la vida, baby. Miranda Sings is gone because all that exists now is the Virgin Miranda. It's true, I am with child. Obviously, I would never do porn to get pregnant. So the only explanation is I am the next coming of the Virgin Mary. I am the Virgin Miranda, but I have some skeptics, so I have to prove it to you. Get ready for the Virgin Miranda. Hit it! That's close one. It's you, babe. Now you're making me sing all the time, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be you, please. You're the queen. No, I'm pregnant and I'll never, baby, sing. Yes, it's true. I'm pregnant. I recently announced this, but I got a bunch of freaking hate comments about it. It offended everybody. All I did was say that I'm the next Virgin Miranda, and everybody's freaking offended. Look at this. I'm offended. Next. This video offended me. Ew, you're pregnant on it. Everyone's freaking offended by everything. At first I thought everyone was offended because I'm pregnant on it. But then I realized they would be offended whether I was pregnant on it or not. Because everybody is offended by everything these days. So annoying. So freaking annoying, okay? Listen up. I can't even post an Instagram picture without offending somebody. Look at these. This one, it offended the vegans. This one offended the mothers. This one offended everybody. But then I realized something. Everyone's getting offended because I was forgetting to say two little words that could get me out of saying anything offensive in the whole world. So I'm going to teach it to you right now. If you know it, I want to hear you say it. Say it! I'm going to help my lover feel this out of anything. You can be offensive and get away with it. Just listen to these simple rules. Feel like you're offending everyone these days. Feel like you're losing friends no matter what you say. There's a way to say offensive things and not pull back. Just say these two little words and no one's allowed to be mad. Hope you get a paper cut. No offense. Even that grandma thinks you suck. No offense. Your face was acting like your butt. No offense. I bet common sense is your favorite part. No offense. All you have to do is say no offense, and you can get away with anything. It's amazing. So for example, you can be like, hey, you're really ugly, no offense. And they can't get mad. But you know what? Even though I figured out how to not offend people, it still ticked people off that I was pregnant. Everyone was accusing me of doing porn, which I would never freaking do. They said you can't get pregnant without having a little, you know good talk. Okay, we're gonna do a little thing right now, and I need to demonstrate to you about this next thing. So I think it'd be good if I got my pointer, so I can look like a teacher, you know? So hold on, it's right in here in the slit. So hold on. Okay. Got it. So over here, you can see a nice button-up shirt all the way to the tippity top. Nice long sleeves. Pants, they go all the way down to the floor. This is very nice, very conservative. This is a perfect example of not porn. Yes. Modest is hottest. Looking good. This is porn. This is so flowy and short. All it will take is one gust of wind and we'll see all the creases and crevices. And the top goes so low I can see the entire chesticle crack. This is a perfect example of porn. So what's your name?
Susanna.
Exactly. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Anyways, we have porn, not porn, porn, not porn. Do not fret. I don't want my Morpheus to participate in the porn, so I'm going to help you out of this one. However, you look great. Give a round of applause, everybody. You did such a good job. We have a lot of work to do with you right now, girl. So I brought something with me. Lucky for you, I am the holy Virgin Miranda, and I can fix any dilemma, any sin. So let me just look in here really quick. Gone. So this is the stretchy solution to porn. You just put it on the head of someone who's being horny. There you go. So now we have fixed the porn situation. However, she's a very severe case of the porn. Turn around for us all. One gust of wind will all see the badonk-a-donk. This will never work, which means there's only one thing we can do when someone is being this horny. So I'm going to need everybody's help right now because we all need to gather together, and I need you to pray for Susanna. She needs our help. Give her a round of applause, though. No, leave that on. You need it, please. Okay, fine. Leave it on. You need it, seriously. Thank you. Disgusting. So obviously I just proved to you I would never participate in the porn, and that's the proof that I am the next Virgin Miranda. And in fact, I want my Morpheus participating in the porn, so please, look to your left, look to your right, see if anybody has dressed porn right now. You put a hand on them, you pray for them right now, they need your help. Yes. This girl's praying for her mom in the front right now. Weird relationship. Okay, so I just proved to you that I don't participate in the porn. However, there's something I need to deal with right now that I haven't dealt with yet. What does the Virgin Mary have that I don't have? She has a Joseph. She has a man to be the father of her baby. I need that. So I have a question for you. Where my baby's at? If I brought my number one bae here to Rhode Island with me, do you guys know who my number one bae on YouTube is? Well, I called him up and I told him about this show to see if he could come. You guys know who it is. Jul-18! And he said he couldn't come, so. That would have been great though, huh? Giovanni. Hi, Giovanni. Where are you from?
New Bedford.
New Bedford. I like the sound of that. So, what do you do for a living? Same. Okay. Right over here. Sit right over there, okay? Oh, hey. Oh, my goodness, a proposal. This looks delicious. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Tom.
Tom. Timmy Tom. Hi. Where are you from, Timmy Tom?
Smithfield.
Midfield. Sounds like a sneeze, like a sniff. So, yeah. What do you do for a living?
I'm a singer like you, actually.
Oh, you trying to get the competition. Don't even try it. So, I'm gonna put this right here so I can eat it for later. Thank you. Okay, so I have 3 very sexy bays on stage. I can only pick one bay to be the bay tonight, who will be the Joseph to my Mary, the father to this unborn child, who is the holiest of all the holes. So, I need to see if these people can handle the responsibility of being a celebrity couple. So each one of us is going to turn into a celebrity couple from throughout the years to see if you guys can handle it, all right? So hold on a second. I'm going to get prepared. All you have to do is stay where you are. I will come too. Don't even freaking worry about it. So, okay, just give me seconds here. Give me your arms, please. Yellow's your favorite color. Okay, here. Arms in. Arms in. There we go. Okay, hit it!
Oh my God.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely even friends. Then somebody fits beauty and there is so much chemistry on stage right now. I can feel him cakey. He loves it. So listen, we are all gonna have a little competition right now. You guys need to help me decide who I had the most chemistry with. So come on over, boys. Come closer to me, child. Okay, not too close, that's enough. Thank you. I'm gonna get out the barometer. The barometer is my hand. I'm just gonna stick it over their head. You will cheer the loudest for the bay you think I had the most chemistry with. Right, here we go. Number 1. Beep, 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 beep. So awkward. I won. But they did a great job. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, babe. Okay, thank you. Your hair looks great. Thank you. Okay, so I can handle the responsibility grace the pages of the Bible. Here you'll see me as an angel. Here, Moses. Here, Mother Mary. Here, the prostitute. Every single famous character in the Bible, I have played it. Not only that, look at this next picture. That's me over there, the girl with the circle around her. We were putting on a play in the backyard. Want to know what it was? The crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Can't get more biblical than that. Up there, there's a cross. We're about to kill that little boy, and I really did all about it. Because I was supposed to be the lead. I did get the lead role, so I kicked everybody out, and eventually I got my way, because I always do. I got to do the whole play by myself, and this is right before I crucified myself. So, next. Here you can see me being a very compassionate person. Obviously the Virgin Miranda needs to be compassionate. I'm very genteel, and I'm loving my favorite pet I ever even had. Right there, Charlie the fly. Such buzzwords. Nice. Oh, this is me doing charity work. I loved charity work as a kid. As you can see, I'm hanging out with a girl with really ugly bangs. If that ain't charity, I don't know what is. Next. Oh, here I am. I'm singing, if you can see me there. I'm singing for strangers. More charity work. They love it. This guy right here, he's like, yes. Next. Oh, this is a great example of how everyone adored me growing up, which I'm going to have to get used to now being the blessed homely Miranda. So everyone adored me. All the men wanted to be with me. As you can see, these boys want to be with me so bad they can't even keep their shirts on. These are my cousins. But I was always very popular growing up. The most popular girl in school, president of the drama club, homecoming queen, everything. So being homeschooled was great. And a lot of people ask me how I got to be so popular, how I trained so goodly for this position. Well, it all has to do with confidence, little tots. If you have confidence, you can do anything. So right now, to continue with my charity work, I think I should teach all my little Mirfandas about confidence, okay? Now, a lot of you ask me how you can have confidence like myself. It's very easy. There are two ways you can have confidence, and that is neat. Either one, you just have it, like these people, or the only other way you can have confidence is if you have it and you shouldn't have it, like this person. That's it. That's the only way you can have confidence. You either have it, or you have it and you shouldn't. That is it, okay? So please pay attention and know that you either have it or you don't, and probably no one likes you. So, need a sip, I'm very thirsty. Delicious. Okay, now, I feel like I need to continue to prove that I'm the freaking Virgin Miranda since I get so many comments about it. So I want to prove it even more right now. My whole life, I've been a diva, I've been famous, I've been popular, but now I want to prove I'm better than everybody else, making me the blessed holy Miranda. So I'm going to do a medley of diva songs by every pop diva that has ever graced the scene. And I'm going to prove that I'm better than all of them by singing their songs. You know the ones, Ariana Grande, Dua Lipa, Camila Cabello, all the ones. So I'm going to get a little box over here that will help me to turn into every single diva that has ever graced the pop scene. And I will sing their songs better than them. If you know the songs, I want to hear you sing along, but please don't do it too loud. I don't really want to hear you. So, get ready for this. You see me walking by and you worship. teach you the most valuable lesson anyone could ever learn. I'm gonna teach you all how to be internet famous, okay? So who wants to get famous on the internet right now? I'm serious. Who wants it? Let's see, there's so many options. How are you gonna? This right here, I need two more. Let's see, how about, there's so many people. People in the balconies even? How about in the glasses right here? That's the man right there. Come on. Yeah, okay, I need one more. Okay, wait, come on, actually, listen up. There's some stipulations with this one. This one you might get soaking wet. Okay, you guys are here, but the black shirt and the glasses, the long brown hair. Come on up. Okay, hi, come on over. Hi, oh, hey, babe, how are you? Come on over. Hi, what's your name?
Harry.
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 That's one of my favorite things. Hairiness. I love hairs. It's so nice that your mom named you after that. Okay, Harry Potter, I'll be back. Expecto Patronum. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Eva.
Eva. Eva, hi. Where are you from?
Oxford.
Oxford, all the way from London. Is that in London?
Oxford, Massachusetts.
So in Europe. Okay, it's tip of the morning to you. Okay. Hello, hi. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex, where are you from?
Boston.
Boston. Alex from Boston. Alex, what do you do for a living? I don't care. So, here's the tea. We're gonna do a little challenge, and all of us are gonna become internet celebrities, YouTube celebrities. And we're gonna do a YouTube challenge together, and this will make all of you famous, okay? The first challenge we're gonna do is the Try Not to Laugh Challenge. Some of you, I can tell, you know what this is, but for the parents, this is a challenge where you fill your mouth with water, and then you stare at another person, and then if you laugh, the water comes out of your mouth. So, we're gonna be on a team, Harry, so good to see you, and you guys will be on a team, okay? So, how about this? How about you stand right over here? Okay, Alex, come here. Okay, that's good, yeah, do that. So you're gonna try to make me laugh. Harry, you're gonna try to make her laugh, okay? And if we laugh, you don't have, so hold on, let me get you a water bottle. Here you go. I would take a step back if I were you. Okay, I'm gonna get a microphone for my little friends over here, okay? So here you go, this is for you. And then this one will be for you, Harry, okay? So let me just fill my mouth with water. Get this, ready? You ready? Hold on! I found something. Totally wrong. My bad. Forgot a rule. I want to tell you a rule. The rule, I don't remember. Okay, let's try again. Okay, come a little closer, Alex. Don't be afraid. Okay, so you guys ready? You're gonna try to make us laugh. Don't get too close, though. Don't hide me. Thank you. Don't hide hard. Step back, step back. Okay.
Oh no.
Hi.
Why was the math book sad? It had too many problems.
I feel bad for you, so. Let's do best out of 3. Okay. You're very wet. Okay, let's try one more time. Be funny. Try that. Okay, here we go.
Why is water wet? I really don't know.
Why
Is it?
Why did the kid eat his homework? His teacher said it was a piece of cake.
What?
I said be funny. We're gonna try this one more time. Okay? Let's try one more time. Be really funny. Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, put your legs up into the air. Open them. Okay, open.
Oh my God.
That was aimed right at me! I'm pregnant. What's your excuse? Okay, anyways. Hey, babe. You're my last hope, okay? So, are you ready for it? This is our pose. Okay. I call this pose, say hey to the baby. Okay, so, you ready? I'll be the girl, so you can say hey, you know. Okay, ready? Is this it? Sort of? We did it! They did it! Give them a round of applause! They did a great job! You're all like that famous now. Thank you so much! You're wet! Thank you so much. Okay, goodbye. You know, Alex, you're such a good sport. You got soaking wet. Please go pick any shirt from the merch table out there. Yes, you have to pay for it. I think they're like $25 or something. So, make sure to bring your cash. Okay, so, I don't think it's fair that I only made those 3 famous. I think I should make all my Mirandas famous. Do you guys want to be in a collab with me right now? Alright, get ready. There's going to be a YouTube video. Say hello to the internet. Alright, there you go. Now you guys are famous. So you're welcome. That's going to go on the internet. So many people are going to see your freaking face in a collab with me. That's the best charity work I could do, is make all of you famous. However, no good deed goes unpunished. Because now that you guys are famous, something terrible is going to happen to you. You're going to get internet haters. It's true. Once you get famous online, you get tons of freaking haters. And I'm going to show you what I have to go through every day so that you guys see it, so that you know what you're going to have to go through. And I'm going to teach you how to deal with these haters, okay? So here we go. First video is where my baby's at. This is the first video I got tons of hate on. And I'm going to read it to you. It's terrifying, but get used to it. Here it is. If she were any more inbred, she would be a sandwich. Next. You son, beep, go to beep. No one likes you, okay? So stop singing and beep. Okay, listen. The worst part about this hate mail is not the fact that they told me to go die. It's not the fact that they said a bad word. It's the fact that it was written by a baby. Look at that. Can't trust babies these days. Next. Ugly piece of beep. I hope you beep and die. Now, Joe Bob responded to his comment and he said, subscribe to me, please. Oh, thank you. Next. You remind me of me, LOL. Now, I thought this was a fan mail until I realized it was from Anus. I don't want to remind you of Anus. It's not even the best part of the buns. Next. Oh, sorry, Matt. This is a great video. Quality content. This is quality content, folks. But somehow I got hit on this masterpiece. Here it is. She looks like the type of girl who would microwave her hamster. That was one time. Next. You are actually cancer. No, I'm not. I'm a Libra. Next. What the beep you trying to do to people, Dread? You and some kind of beeping mad people home. Oh, Lord have mercy. Girl, hush your blasty mouth. Nah, Steve's only squawk, 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 squawk. You a beep parrot. Hush. Now the next video I got the most hate mail on was, of course, Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. This one is a grapple. So somehow I got hate on this one, and it's the worst of all. Here it is. The entire video, I was wondering how she was covering her monster-sized P-word. Are you kidding me? I'm circumcised. Idiot. Next. Miranda, I'm into Russian boy, and I say you are slut and ugly. Now the next hate mail I want to show you is the worst one of them all. So get used to it. Here it is. My dad came in and I switched to porn because it was easier to explain. But get used to it. Because now this is what you guys are going to have to deal with now that you are famous. So you know how to deal with haters? I'm going to teach you. You say haters. Exactly. Haters, back off. You say that to anyone who's bullying you or hating on you, okay? Anybody. Your moms, your pets, your carpets, your uncles, anyone who's bullying you. Because you know what? Nobody bullies my heart fans except for me. So there you go. That's the best charity work I could ever do for you. However, there's one more thing left in my charity work for tonight, and I'm going to give you the best gift I could ever give you. The best gift you could receive. And it is my talent. I'm going to share my talent with you right now. Now, most people who are talented are just triple threats. I am a 5 threat. Acting, singing, dancing, modeling, magician. I'm going to do all 5 of my threats right now on the stage before your very eyes, proving I'm the most incredible charitable person in the world. So the first talent I want to share with you is so incredible. It is my acting abilities, okay? So in this little video you're about to see, I'm going to prove that I'm the best actor in the whole world. You're going to see me do every range of emotion. Happy, sad, other ones. So just watch. Hit it! Charlie, come out to play. Hello? Wait! Excuse me, So get ready, because if you know the dance moves, I want to see you do them with me, okay? Get ready for the best modeling and dancing ever. Hit it!
Sissy that wild.
Swish, swish, me.
Don't make a sound.
Oh my God.
Wow, that was incredible. Wow, even though I just proved that I'm the most incredible dancer and model in the world, I'm not done because my talents aren't done. The next talents I need to share with you are not only my singing talents, but also my magic abilities. I'm about to do something that no one has ever done before. I'm going to do my singing talents whilst doing a very dangerous magic trick. So please welcome to the stage my assistant, Cortisono. This very scary device is going to go around my neck and lock shut. Corey is going to take this very sharp sword. He's going to stick it through my neck like so whilst I am singing. It will not affect my vocal cords at all. Not only that, I'm going to be singing the hardest type of singing that there is, which is opera singing. I'm going to sing a song from an opera in another freaking language, Italian. So get ready, y'all. I'm about to blow your minds. What? If I'm going to do this, I need to do it right. So I need to look like an opera singer. So excuse me while I slip into something more comfortable. Talk amongst yourself. BRB.
Miranda, you're the best!